The first time I truly understood fear, I was 8 years old. It was a Saturday morning in Umuleke village, Anambra State. My mother had sent me to buy oge from Mama Chisholm's shop just down the red dusty road. I was skipping, humming a song I had heard on the radio when I nearly ran into him. Uncle Obinna. He was standing in the middle of the road, arms folded, wearing his usual black native kaftan. Even though it was not a festival day, his eyes were like two burning coals under a heavy brow. He was staring at nothing, just standing there. I froze. Behind me, I heard Mama Chisholm whisper to someone from her shop window, "Tufiakwa, don't look at him directly. Just pass." I walked the rest of that road with my eyes on my feet. Uncle Obinna was my father's eldest brother. He had no wife, no children. He lived alone in the big compound at the edge of the village, the one with the tall mango tree that nobody ever climbed to pick fruit from. Even the birds, people said, did not perch on that tree. He drove a black Peugeot 505 that roared like an angry animal whenever he started it. Nobody in our village had a car like that in 1997. Nobody. He never struggled, never farmed, never traded. Money just appeared in his hands like morning dew, and people disappeared. Not all the time, not every month, but enough times that the village had a pattern. Whenever Uncle Obinna had a quarrel with someone, that person would fall sick or lose their business, or worse, vanish entirely. Like Okeke, the palm wine tapper. It was my friend Emeka who first told me the full story of Okeke. We were sitting behind the primary school fence, sharing groundnuts, when he leaned close and dropped his voice to almost nothing. "Arayes," he said, "you know why your uncle and Okeke fought?" "I don't know anything," I said quickly. "Because in our house, we did not discuss Uncle Obinna. Not at the table, not in the bedroom, not even in whispers." My mother had made that very clear. "Okeke borrowed 50 naira from your uncle," Emeka said, eyes wide. 50 naira? Small money? But when he could not pay back on time, your uncle looked at him. Just looked at him. One long look. And then, 3 days later, Okeke started vomiting black water. By the 4th day, he could not stand up. By the 7th day, Emeka drew a slow finger across his throat. I threw my groundnuts on the ground. "You're lying. Ask your father. Ask anybody. Go and ask Mama Ngozi, who washed Okeke's body." She said his skin had turned the color of ash, and there was a mark on his chest, like a handprint, or burnt in. I went home that evening, and I could not eat. My father was a quiet man, a teacher. He wore glasses and smelled like chalk, and he believed in God with his whole chest. But even my father walked carefully around Uncle Obinna. That night, I sat beside him while he was reading his Bible, and I asked him very quietly, "Papa, is Uncle Obinna a bad man?" My father did not answer immediately. He turned a page, then another. Then he removed his glasses and looked at me with eyes that were tired in a way that had nothing to do with sleep. Adais, there are questions a child should not ask though. "But, Papa, go and sleep." That was the end of that conversation. But I noticed something. His hands, when he picked his glasses back up, were trembling slightly. My father, who was afraid of nothing, was afraid of his own brother. New Yam Festival, 2001. I was 12. The whole village was alive. Drums, masquerades, red and yellow decorations on every compound gate. Mama had cooked enough of onugbu to feed the entire street, and the smell followed me everywhere like a happy ghost. Everyone came to the festival. Even Uncle Obinna. He sat alone on a carved wooden chair someone had placed for him at the edge of the celebration. Slightly apart from everyone else, people greeted him the way you greet a leopard, sitting near your path, carefully, with distance. But that